Hi, Russell.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you? And more importantly, how have you been these past weeks and months?
Pretty good. I realized that basically for the last 30 years, I've been self-isolating on and off anyway, and I'm actually rather good at it. So I'm here in the bush and not a very dense population where we are. So although we've been isolating in isolation, um, a lot of the things that happen here on the farm have just gone along as normal. Probably the worst thing for me is being isolated in a separate spot from my kids. My kids live in Sydney with their mum. So, and it's so unusual for me to be home for this amount of time, but it's just the way it worked out because of their schooling and everything. They isolated in the city and I'm here in the bush.
So your new movie, Unhinged, is actually going to be, I don't know if you know this, the first big release here in Germany. People are so ready to go back to the movies. How does this whole thing affect you as an actor? Like, are you going back to set anytime soon, or are you staying right where you are?
Well, there's plans, but all the plans have been shifted. It's the same with the release of this film. We're now on our second date shift, you know. So it's we'll see, There's a lot of confident emails, but I'm supposed to be shooting in the Dominican Republic in October, Paramount movie. But at this point in time, it's a little tricky to see if that's really going to happen. And there's another film that I did called the Georgetown Project, which I have to do some post production on, which is supposed to take place in America. But at the moment, the Australian borders are still closed. So we shall see. I mean, I don't think any of us know what normal's going to be in the future. So we're all just sort of rolling with the waves at the moment and dealing with stuff as it comes up.
You just mentioned normal, like this is the new normal. Usually we would be sitting in a room right now having this conversation. I'm in my home, you're probably in your home as
Yeah.
well. How are you getting adjusted to the new normal?
Well, to me, it's actually really good, because normally I would have to fly halfway around the world and spend a series of weeks living in hotel rooms, but always moving after a couple of days to new cities and trying to catch up with people that I know in those cities, but it's not always does your schedule sort of fit with them or whatever. And you make the best of it, but really the idea that I can just sit here in the bush in Australia and converse with the rest of the world, it's a very positive thing for me, you know. That means that when I go to Europe, it's not in the future. Hopefully, it's not always going to be work based. I can actually have some holiday time there.
Have some holiday time. Well, I wish you all the best. I do hope you come back to Berlin. We do love seeing you here. So whenever you do plan a trip to Europe, hopefully you'll be here as well. Thank you so much, Russell.
To come to Berlin and play with my band. It's been a sort of a thing for many, many years. I'm currently in a band called the Indoor Garden Party. You can get music on Spotify and various other places. But also, my eldest son has a fascination with things German and particularly the city of Berlin. So I think there's going to be some time in Germany in my future for sure.
There's a lot of outbacks here as well. I mean, it's a big city, but you can have some relaxing time. So thank you so much. Stay safe and hope to see you soon.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.